பிரபுஜி பிரபுஜி உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா பிரபுஜி வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது மாதாஜி.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம், ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். ஓகே, I'll just screen share. So all of you can you see the screen sharing?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, now we are reading this book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So yesterday we finished chapter 1. So today we are going to see chapter 2. So here, the prayers by the demigods for Lord Krishna in the womb. So Krishna is in the womb of Devaki. So the demigods have all gone to the prison house of Kamsa, and there they are praying to Krishna, who's there in Devaki's womb. Okay. So now I'll read a little bit and I will explain. Okay. King Kamsa not only occupied the kingdom of the Yadu, Bhoja, and Andaka dynasties and the kingdom of Shurasena, but he also made alliances with all the other demoniac kings like Pralamba, Baka, Chanura, Trinavarta, Aghasura, Mushtika, Arishta, Dvivida, Putana, Keshi, Denuka. So, okay. At that time, Jarasandha was a king of Magadha province. Currently, it's called Bihar. Thus, by his diplomatic policy, Kamsa consolidated the most powerful kingdom of his time under the protection of Jarasandha. So what he did was he had all the demons as his friends, okay? And he was really harassing all these Yadus, Bojas, and Andaka dynasties. Okay, and all these people, they were taking shelter of different states, like the state of Kurus, the state of Panchalas, and the states known as Kekaya, Shalva, Vidarbha, Nishada, Videha, and Koshala. So what happened is, because Kamsa, he imprisoned, as I told yesterday, he imprisoned Vasudeva and Devaki. Okay. And in course of time, Devaki and Vasudev, they had children. One by one, Kamsa was killing the 6 babies of Devaki and Vasudev, one after another. Many friends and relatives of Kamsa, they approached him and they said, please don't. They requested him to not discontinue to these heinous activities. Okay. But slowly everybody became worshippers of Kamsa because he influenced them also. Okay. Can you understand? Because Kamsa became so cruel, he was he killed 6 babies of Vasudeva and Devaki. Then what happened when Devaki became pregnant for the 7th time? The plenary expansion of Krishna, known as Ananta, appears within our womb. That is Balaram. Balaram, okay? He appears in Rohini Mata's womb. Then what happens? She becomes very joyful and she looks very glow. There's a very nice glow on her face and all that. So, and then what happens? Krishna, he orders Maya Devi to pull Balaram from Devaki's womb and put him in Rohini's womb. So she obeys the orders, and then Balaram is shifted from Devaki Ma's womb to Rohini's womb. Can all of you follow what I'm telling? Tanvi, you understand this story, what I'm telling? Any doubt you have now?
No, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Tanvi. Okay. Prabhu, உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா? Can you understand, Prabhuji, so far?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, at that time...
Mataji, please scroll your screen, please.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah. So, because Balaram is naturally attracted to Rohini's womb, because he's pulled from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb, is called Sankarshan. Okay, that's why he got the name Sankarshan. And then what happens? Um, Yogamaya is the principal potency of the personality of Godhead. In the Vedas, it is stated that the Lord, the supreme personality of Godhead, has multiple potency. Parasha Shaktir Vividhaya Shruyate, Vividhaiva Shruyate. All the different potencies are acting externally and internally. And Yogamaya is the chief of all potencies. So what happens? The Lord ordered the appearance of Yogamaya in the land of Vrajabhumi in Vrindavana, which is always decorated and full with beautiful cows. So Rohini, one of the wives of Vasudev, was reciting. So what happened is, then after this one, the eighth child, which Devaki bears, like, this is Krishna. How did she get Krishna in her womb? This is because Krishna appears in the heart of Vasudev. Okay, because Vasudev is so pure, Krishna appears in his heart, and then from Vasudev is shifted to Devaki's heart. Okay, so that's how he comes into Devaki's womb. So Krishna is not born like any of us, like ordinary human beings. He is extraordinary. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. So he comes through the heart of Vasudev to the heart of Devaki, and then he shifted to her womb. So at this time, even Vasudev, when he had Krishna in his heart, he was shining like the sun. It was so much like, glow, so much of glow was there. And then when he was shifted to Devaki's heart, Tanvi, what are you thinking, Mike? Is it very tough to understand? Okay, I'll explain slowly. See, Vasudev, in Vasudev's heart, Krishna comes into Vasudev's heart. This much you understand. And from Vasudev's heart, he transfers Krishna to Devaki's heart. Okay. And then he comes to the womb, the stomach of Devaki. Now you understand. Okay. So then when the baby comes into Krishna, baby comes into the womb of Devaki, she becomes so beautiful. She's glowing, like, but only thing is she's inside the prison house and nobody can see her. Okay. You understand, Tanvi? And then only Kamsa could see her because he is going to the prison. Na? He is all the time in so much of anxiety because the eighth child will kill him. So now this is the eighth child. And so he is very much agitated. So he wanted to kill her. But then he like, he thinks the thought process goes in his mind. Then he thinks like, if I kill her, one thing is she's my sister. Another thing is she's a woman. And besides that, she's pregnant. So according to the Shastra, if he does that, then he'll be going to the worst of hells. Okay. So he's worried about that. And also his name and fame, his glory, everything will be affected. Okay. Everybody will think, what a cruel king. Even when he's living, they will chastise him. And even after his death, they will be chastising him. So he thinks it's useless to kill her now. So he makes a plan and he thinks it's better to kill the baby as usual. Okay. So far, everybody's clear? Any doubt, Tanvi? No doubt. Okay. Is it boring for you? No, no, no. Okay. No, very good. Thank you, Tanvi. Um, So at the same time, what Krishna tells is there are one Yoga Maya is in the spiritual world, okay, with Krishna. The other Yoga Maya, he orders to go to the material world, that is like earth, like where we are living. Na? So he asks her to go to the material world and bewilder people, okay, so that like, they will not be continuously doing worshipping Krishna. Only the people who are like, not having so much faith in Krishna, she will go and bewilder them, and then she will, okay, um, take them away from Krishna. Okay, so she is worshipped in the material planet like Durga. Okay, many people they worship, they want to fulfill their material desires, they worship Durga like that. Okay, that's a material Yoga Maya. And he also says, I will be taking birth I'll be going into the womb of Devaki. You take the place of in the womb of Nanda. Nanda's wife, Yashodama. Okay. He orders her to go and be born in Yashodama's womb. Okay. He says, I will be born in the womb of Devaki. So she follows the order and she goes to Vrindavan and she's born through Yashodama. And so Krishna and Yogamaya appeared as brother and sister, the supreme powerful and the supreme power. Who's supreme powerful? Krishna. And who's the supreme power? That's Yogamaya. Although there's no clear distinction between the powerful and the power, power is always subordinate to the powerful. Those who are materialistic are worshippers of the power, but those who are transcendentalists, that is, whoever are spiritual, they worship Krishna. Okay, whoever want material desires, they will worship Durga. Whereas people who who are really spiritual, they worship Krishna. Krishna is the supreme powerful and Durga is the supreme power within the material world. Actually, people in the Vedic culture worship both the powerful and the power. There are many hundreds and thousands of temples of Vishnu and Devi, and sometimes they worship simultaneously. Okay. The Lord is also declared to Yogamaya, my plenary expansion Ananta Sesha is within the womb of Devaki. On account of my being forcefully, I already told, no, forcefully attracted to the womb of Rohini, he will be known as Sankarshana and will be the source of all spiritual power. Okay. Then, um, So, and this, like Baladeva Sankarshana is the source of the spiritual power or the original spiritual master. Okay, Baladev, Tanvi, you can read in 2-3 minutes. Now you listen. Okay, so Balaram is the original spiritual master. Okay, spiritual master. And the spiritual master is the representative of Balarama, the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who supplies spiritual strength. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is confirmed that the spiritual master is the manifestation of the mercy of Krishna. So then, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, after he ordered Yogamaya circumambulates him, the Lord, and she appears within the material world according to his order. So after this, what happens? Krishna, he enters into the womb of Devaki. And after that, all the earlier, what happened in the previous chapter? What happened, Tanvi? Brahma went where after with earth and all the demigods? Where did he go? Went to the Shweta Dvipa, na? That milk ocean. Remember? Tell me what happened yesterday. Huh?
Mama went to Vishnu.
Yeah, yes. So they go to Shirodaksha Vishnu and they do the Purusha Shuktas. They worship, pray to him. And then what happens? He gives a voice, the transcendental message comes that he will be born, So, so now he's keeping up his promise. So he's come into the womb of Devaki. So all of them are very thankful to Krishna because he's taking birth in the on the earth planet. So they go and offer their prayers to Krishna, saying that he kept his word to protect them, okay, and to annihilate the demons, to kill the demons. So then when Vasudeva was sustaining the form of Supreme Personality of God within his heart, he appeared just like the glowing sun, whose shining rays are always unbearable and scorching to the common man. So then what happened? He further then Kamsa finally decided to kill the Devaki, and then he decided not to kill her also, okay, because he thought he'll kill the baby Krishna. And since he was always meditating of Krishna as an enemy, but this, unfortunately, although his mind was so absorbed in the thought of Vishnu, he's not recognized as a devotee because he was thinking of Krishna as an enemy. that state of mind of a great devotee is also to be always absorbed in Krishna, but a devotee thinks of him favorably, not unfavorably. To think of Krishna favorably in Krishna consciousness, but to think of Krishna unfavorably is not Krishna consciousness. Um, Lover or whatever, we are thinking in a very affectionate manner towards Krishna. Okay, but Kamsa is thinking of Krishna that he wants to kill Krishna. So that is not Krishna consciousness. Okay. At this time, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva also, accompanied by great sages like Narada and followed by many other demigods, invisibly appeared in the house of Kamsa. Who all came, Tanvi? Brahma, Shiva, and great sages like Narada and the demigods also. Okay, they all appeared in the house of Kamsa and they also prayed with select verses which are very pleasing to the devotees and which award fulfillment of their desires. What did they speak like that? The first words they spoke are claim that the Lord is true to his vow because he kept up his word. Na? He came to earth planet. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna descends to this material world just to protect the pious and destroy the impious. That is his vow. The demigods could understand that the Lord has taken his residence within the womb of Devaki to fulfill his vow. And they were very glad that the Lord was appearing in order to fulfill his mission. Then the demigods addressed him as Satyam Param, or the supreme truth. So what happened here and after that? What they're telling is Krishna, like, is present at all times. What are all times? Past, present, and future. Yes, okay. You understand this? Past, present, and future at all times. Krishna is there. What are the all times? Before creation. Before creation of this material world. You understanding? Getting confused? Little bit? Before, see, we are in the material world, okay? Before the material world is created, Krishna is there. When the material world is created, Krishna is there. After the material world is destructed, again Krishna is there. So past, present, and future. But all of us are not there at all times. Okay. Only after Krishna glances, we are coming into this world. And after at the final annihilation, we are all getting into Krishna. Yeah. Boring, huh? What ma Krishna?
We will die, but
Yes. Krishna will not die. Yes. Yes, yes. Krishna will continue living. And we all enter into the body of Vishnu, who is coming from Krishna. Okay. So, and so we will enter at the time of destruction, we will enter into the body of Vishnu. Okay. So that is what they're telling at all three times, only Krishna is present. And he is the only truth at all times. Very good, you know very well. Because you know Bhagavad Gita, no? That is why you are telling so correctly. So, and then what happens? They what they say is it is explained in the Bhagavad Gita, the living entities who are working within this material world are products of its marginal energy. See, the material element, like, material world, what is it composed of? 5 elements. What are those 5 elements? Earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And all such elements are emanations from Krishna. The material scientists, what do they say? They accept these 5 primary elements as the cause of the material manifestation. Okay. But the elements in the gross and subtle states are products of Krishna. Actually, where are these products coming from? They're coming from Krishna. Okay. And the living entities who are working in this material world are products of the marginal energy. In the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it's clearly stated that the whole manifestation is a combination of 2 kinds of energies of Krishna, the superior energy and the inferior energy. The living entities are the superior energy and the dead material elements are his inferior energy. In the dormant stage, everything remains in Krishna. So, we are all living entities, okay? So we are all superior energy. Okay. And what is the inferior energy? All like, what is the inferior energy? The
negative energy.
yeah, yes, nature. Okay. Nature. Very correct. What you say is correct. So the demigods continue to offer their respectful prayers onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, okay, by analytical study of the material manifestation. Okay. And then what they're telling is this material manifestation, they're comparing to a tree. Why is it called a tree? Because it ultimately is cut off in the course of time. Okay. It is not permanent. It is temporary, like, not like Krishna, not like the spiritual world. Krishna's world is permanent. Whereas, but this material world, it gets destroyed. Okay. After some time, as you said, no, after a while, this material world, this earth, everything gets destroyed. Okay. In Katha Upanishad, there is another Upanishad called Katha Upanishad. What in this like nice thing is there, Tanvi also cites this example of a tree, the material manifestation standing on the ground of the material nature. What does this tree have? It has two kinds of fruits, distress and happiness. You know what is sad and what is happy? Sad is when somebody scolds us, or they don't give us what we want, we become sad. Okay. And somebody gives us a nice chocolate or a nice sweet, what will we do? We become happy. Yes, how Tanvi is now. So okay, this tree has two kinds of fruits. What are the two kinds of fruits? Distress and happiness. One is sadness, one is happiness. Those who are living in the tree of the body are just like two birds. Okay. One bird is the localized aspect of Krishna known as Paramatma. And the other bird is the living entity. One is we, and the other is Krishna's expansion, Paramatma. Okay. You understand, Tanvi? Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you're so intelligent, baby. The living entity is eating the fruits of this material manifestation. Sometimes he eats the fruit of happiness, and sometimes he eats the fruit of distress. But the other bird is not interested in eating the fruit of distress or happiness because he's self-satisfied. He doesn't want to eat anything. The Katha Upanishad states that one bird on the tree of the body is eating the fruits, and the other bird is simply witnessing. The roots of this tree extend in three directions. A tree has a roots, no, no, yes or no? A tree has roots, right?
Yes.
Yes. So here this tree, now it has three roots. Why three roots? Because this means that the root of the tree is three modes of material nature. One is goodness, one is passion, one is ignorance. Okay. Just as the tree's roots expand, so by association of the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, one expands its duration of material existence. The taste of fruits are four kinds. Now that now they're telling this fruit has four kinds of taste. You know what is the taste, Tanvi? When you eat something sweet, what is the taste? It's got a sweet taste. Okay.
Bitter,
Ah, very good. Bitter, then what else? Tell me.
salt,
Yes, like that. Okay. Okay. So the root this means the taste of the fruits are four kinds. So he's comparing these four tastes to religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and ultimately liberation. Okay. So actually, we have four things: economic development, religiosity, artha, dharma, kama, moksha. Artha means what? We are earning money. Why we need to, for spending, we need na, for food and everything. So you need to make some, your father, your mother, they'll be working na, to give food to the family and for themselves. Yes or no? That is Artha. Okay. Then Dharma. What is Dharma? We are following religion. We are worshipping Krishna. That is Dharma. Yes?
Mataji.
Ah,
Every day in the morning, I see bull and cow.
what ma?
Every day I see bull and a cow.
Very good. Very good. So, and then what? Sense gratification, kama. We have our desires, right? See, you want to get a nice flower, okay, to offer to Krishna. So this is our desire. Okay, everybody has desires. And moksha, liberation. So we want to go to Krishna. Okay, that is liberation. Okay, like that. So these are the four aspects, like, taste, like they're comparing to. According to the different association in the three modes of material nature, the living entities are tasting different kinds of religiosity, different kinds of economic development, different kinds of sense gratification, and different kinds of liberation. Even in liberation, there are different kinds. Okay, 5 kinds of liberation. You're feeling sleepy? I'll close it off shortly, very fast. So practically, what time you go to sleep? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, huh? Okay, we'll finish this chapter half
Yes,
today.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, I will finish off shortly, like, in 5 minutes, and we can leave. We can continue tomorrow, okay? So, the taste of these material fruits is accepted through how? Through 5 senses, okay? The 5 sense organs through which knowledge is acquired are subjected to 6 kinds of whips: lamentation, illusion, infirmity, death, hunger, and thirst. This material body or the material manifestation is covered by 7 layers. They are skin, flesh, blood, marrow, bone, fat, and semen. The branches of the tree are 8. See, a tree has branches. No, they're telling it has got 8 branches. What are the 8 branches? The branches of the tree are 8: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. There are the 9 gates in the body. What are the 9 gates? Everybody has 2 eyes, you understand? 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth, 1 genital, 1 rectum. And there are 10 kinds of internal air passing within the body: prana, apana, udana, vyana, samana, etc. The 2 birds seated in the tree, as explained above, are the living entity and the localized Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma. Okay, we will stop here. Okay, for your age, you are really smart. You understood so much, Tanvi. Thank you so much for very patiently listening. We will continue with the rest of the class chapter tomorrow, because now it's already bedtime for all of us. Thank you so much. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
ma'am. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Actually, she's amazing. At
Amazing.
this
Very.
age, her intelligence is beyond our expectation.
It was she who inspired me to take this class also.
Wonderful,
She's
Mataji.
getting bored watching TV, it seems, so she wants to listen to
Oh,
shlokas and this Krishna stories. What to do?
wow.
Even I'm amazed at
Really,
their, like,
her parents are very fortunate.
very, 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 very fortunate. And see, they're like, yeah. Thank you so much, Soumya Mataji, Sumati Mataji, Damodar
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Dandavat
Tanvi, bye. Hare
Pranams.
Krishna.
How
Hare
is your
Krishna.
father's health, Mataji?
Yeah,
Is
he's better, ma. He's better now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Shankar Prabhuji, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm noticing only now. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.